Okay, this is the 1984 Summer Sprint Super Bowl between the Ann Arbor Otters and the Rochester Jeffersons. Just getting set up here. Kickoff was returned to the 21-yard line. Ann Arbor, if I can pull this up here, Ann Arbor was dominant during the regular season. Missing a play. I did first and 10. Ann Arbor gets the ball first. Joe Theismann in the backfield. Eric Lane as the halfback. Joe Theismann the quarterback. Jeff Chadwick and Leonard Thompson are the receivers. And Earl Campbell is also part of the backfield. Eric Lane coming from the Seattle Special Teams group. Thompson's the New York Giants wide receivers. Oh no, Detroit wide receivers. Jeff Chadwick wound up with the Seahawks. He's with Detroit this year. And of course, the Redskins and Hokie Brenner, the New Orleans Saints tight end group. Hokie Guygen is going to be a player to keep an eye on. Incomplete there on first down. Now, the Ann Arbor has a fly to Jeff Chadwick, single covered, incomplete. It's third and 10. Ann Arbor has good run defense, good pass defense. Rochester has good run defense, excellent pass defense. So I guess, the way I presented it would be an upset if Rochester won. But with excellent pass defense, I don't know. But the regular season, Ann Arbor went, let me pull down the rest of these files. Looks like I didn't grab everything on this. I have my other computer in the shop right now. So let's just pull everything down. Let that work while we're watching. So third and 10, slant to Brenner, covered by a 6. Where are my glasses? It's an 8-yard must run. And that's going to be 4th and 2. And Arbor will not be too aggressive here. Yeah, that excellent passing is going to be something to contend with. First and 10, and Rochester goes 4 wide. Using that dink and dunk offense. The other quarterback they have, not McMahon, has a great flat pass card. Screen McMahon, maybe he's going to hope to use the must runs here on McMahon's card. On the Lionel manual, defender X or plus 29, and he's covered by he was double teamed. Covered by a 0, but the double team there stopped that catch. Summer sprint, we do not allow showing blitz on first down, but second, third, and fourth down are open season. Eddie Ivory in the backfield. He's one of those runners that has that short game guessed right. Winds up being effective right and wrong. There's a guessed wrong off tackle for 9 yards. Let's see, look at that card. 7 and 9, short game guessed wrong. 7 guessed right. Third one, Randy McMillan checks in. Steve Fuller, that's the other quarterback. He's in the game now. Very good guess right runner. Calls run sideline right to Byron Williams. Incomplete. The defender makes the play. Mike Merriweather 6 against the White Tide 4. And so two fourth and short, 1 4th and 2, 1 4th and 1. Both teams playing a conservative, punting away. Jeff Fisher back to return the punt. And Arbor will start on the 11. Off tackle left to Eric Lee. Guess wrong. Picks up 4. Nobody else in the broadcast booth. Lane stays in there in the blocking back halfback. Saving Guy Jan maybe for the second half. Or maybe on the plus side of the field, see if he can really cash those carries in. Bomb to Leonard Thompson, covered by a 6 against the excellent pass defense. Joe Theismann looking to hang one out there. Free safety's not in the zone, incomplete on the receiver's card. 3rd and 6. There's a 7-yard pickup, first down. Flat pass to Mark Nichols. The linebacker assigned to cover him moved, and that made the coverage guess wrong. Although that rolled, well, that was +4. It didn't make a difference. There's a loss of 2 there on a flat pass. Off tackle right to Hookie Gaijin. Guessed wrong. This is where Ann Arbor wants it on his card. Gets it 8. Inside run to Campbell, man in zone, guess wrong, picks up 3 on 3rd and 4. So that'll be a 4th and 1. Good plug there by Rochester. This is Anthony Tangora coaching Rochester. He's got his spreadsheets. He knows the percentages. So he knew that he had X amount of times that he had a man in zone on that play. or ran that line book on that play. So plugged it up. Down the 87-yard line? Yeah, down to the 7. So good punt, nice roll. Anthony takes over. Tyke, of course, coaches Ann Arbor. Take a quick look at the champions page. Neither Tyke hasn't won it, but he's won Battle Royale. And then last year Anthony won it, and he's looking for a back-to-back. 87 and now 84. Let's see what happens. Hitch to Ernest Gray, guess wrong. It's going to be on the Fuller's card for 11. Off tackle right, guess right. Nobody in the zone. He's going to pick up 2. Mark Make had his 4 run block rating reduced to 0, preventing him from making the block. 2nd and 8. Flare left to Jerry Ellis with McMahon in the game. And that's a 5-yard pickup. 3rd and 3. When you have such a prolific flat passer, the defense can really choke down on those flats. Now there's 2 6 linebackers already there on Ann Arbor's defense, so you can put that 0 free safety in one of those zones. The other one's a 5. You can always go over the top, run it. There's a 6 nose tackle that's going to make some stuff on his card. Sideline right to Byron Williams. There's the 6 is. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought there was nobody in the zone. No, it says you guys won the zone. Picks another 4th and short punt. 28-yard return by Jeff Fisher. This could shift the field. They'll start in Arbor will start in Rochester territory. Always mindful of that excellent pass team. So we've seen him chuck it deep once, and he's been throwing it a decent amount. Well, left to Jeff Chadwick, picks up 6. Let's take a look at the field goal kickers. This is 1984 is not a great era for kickers. Ann Arbor's guy is 2 through 8 from the 13 to the 22, 2 through 8 and 12, and just playing 2 through 8 out to the 32. Pitch out right to Darren Nelson. Defensive end +1 or +36. He's going down to the 2-yard line as the Ford defensive end Charles Mann gets beat by the white die 6. Big play. First and goal to 2. Campbell joins Dan Dornick and Wade Wilson. Wade Wilson, quarterback. Wayne Wilson. middle to Wayne Wilson. 6 in the zone is going to lose 2 yards. Looks like they did a little graphic change on the new version so far today in a box with a scroll bar. Total runs 5, total passes 7. Look at this, guys! Ann Arbor play selection. Oh my stars and garters! This is interesting. In run left, in off tackle left, line buck, off tackle right, looking pass, flat pass left, flat pass right, long pass, short pass. Very cool. 5 runs to 7 passes. Off tackle right to Wilson. It's going to lose a yard down to back to the 5-yard line. How cool is this? I gotta share that out. That's pretty nifty. I don't remember them saying that on the release notes. Third and goal. 3 wide now. Earl Campbell in the backfield. Four-2-5 showing blitz, run call, crossing better than Nichols. My card, your card. It goes on Theismann's card for a 15-yard touchdown, and Ann Arbor cashes in the punt return, takes the lead. Look at that new lineup for the kickoff. True to what they're doing in the NFL. Slight delay here, but that allows me to go post this on the forum. Short pattern Jerry Ellis. It's going to be a must run for 6 yards. Chip advance. Effective. Or was in the release notes. Seven-yard pickup, first down. Second and 7 after the 3-yard must run. Third and 15 after Jim McMahon was sacked by John Goodman. The actor turned football player? No, different John Goodman, I'm sure. Into the quarter, third and 15 at the Rochester 38. Rochester trying to answer that touchdown. Four wide. Might be trying to hit a receiver reading. Uh-oh, crash. right, let's get back to it. Put this in here. If somebody tried to watch it using the old version, so we're stuck here. All right, let's see if they're going to get a new game ID here soon. Here we go. Looks like Anthony's still rebooting. In a second. Okay, here we go. Player right to McMillan. Just need to get past this play, I think. It doesn't look like it. Might be one of those bugs. Let me just try to run that same play. That's not it. Well, let's try that. That's the other way. I have a feeling this is going to keep crashing though. Let's see what happens. Let me just go in here and run the play. So when we see that play, it crashes. So let's go back to the other play. So we have to simulate this to get a sack. So I'm going to throw deep to increase the chances of a sack. All right. Let's try it again. Try to get 3rd and 15 if we can. I think I forgot to show blitz. Probably going to be a waste of a play. Oh, it's not good. A little bit too much. So let's create this save again. Save pass. All outlets. I'm gonna close this box. This will make it quicker. Oh, I forgot to show blitz. There we go. So let's get out of this. So that corrupted, that autosave got corrupted. So we gotta go to this one. Should have thought of this earlier. All right, here we go. Hopefully this one won't crash. Go, 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 graphics, go. Yay. So what I had to do is go back to autosave 2, keep running the plane in local mode until we got the result that was close to what we were doing. There's a punt down into the end zone. Okay, 7-0 Ann Arbor on top. They got the ball. A 9-yard run, just wrong, airplane. Second and 1. Four-yard pickup. Incomplete on a flat pass. Second and 10. 2 tights, 2 wides. I'll take a left to Nelson, guess wrong again. It's going to pick up another 9. Daryl Grant's 5 keeps getting beat by 6s. It's got to be like the third time I've seen that result. Incomplete on 3rd and 1. Guessed right flat pass. If you would have guessed wrong, if you would have been guessing run there, it would have been a 15-yard pickup. He's going to go for it. Up 7. Halfback, fullback. Square out left to Chadwick. He's throwing it again. Linebacker +1 or +4. He picks it up. First and 10. Going to pick up 7. Dennis Hara through the block. This is the Rams' offensive line. Bailey Bain, Dennis Hara, Doug Smith, Kent Hill, and Irv Pankey. 4-3 shown blitz. Sideline right. Guessed wrong. Pick up a yard only on the T card. Remember, this is the excellent pass defense he's thrown into. One of those 2 through 6 flat pass interceptions on a 3 to turn this game around. Guy, Jen, and Campbell in there in the backfield. Inside run to Campbell. Guard makes the block again. There's a 3-yard pickup. The defensive tackle, Darrell Grant, makes the play finally. There's a 7-yard pickup. The clock makes the play again. Into field goal range. There's a long gain. As I'm texting people, everybody's asking me for help tonight. A new game is saw. It was a flat pass that Leonard Williams guessed wrong, hit his receiver reading for a long gain, and that's going to be a 14-0 lead for Ann Arbor. Kickoff goes out to the 23. Interception. Picked off and returned 10 yards. Steve Fuller looks for Byron Williams, and it's picked off. And Arbor's about to turn this into a blowout. Quick out right to Hobie Brenner. It's going to be an 11-yard pickup, but he first and goal to 3. the middle of Dwayne Wilson. And he's going to get 3. Linebacker in zone was a 4. Couldn't make the play. So 21-0. Excellent pass defense isn't helping if your opponent isn't passing into those interception splits or hitting the blanks. This time he's going to start from the 12. A lot of time left. Flare left it, Jerry Ellis. Incomplete. Man, 1 of 4 so far. Crossing pattern to Lionel Manuel. Defender X or short gain, covered by a 6. The white dead was a 6, incomplete. Third and 10. And it's a long punt at least. 4th and 4. And Arbor takes over on their own 13. Four-yard pickup. Four-three shoulder blitz. Third and 2. Inside run to Campbell. Picks up 6. Score out left to Jeff Chadwick. 2nd and 8. And he's going to do something here. 18-yard pickup. Woodrow Lowe was a 5. White Tie was a 6. First and 10 out to the 47. Two minutes to go in the second quarter. It's going to be a 9-yard pickup. 2 men were in the zone, but it was guessed wrong on the quarterback's card. Theismann, 10 of 15 today for 2 touchdowns, 90 yards. A lot of line buck. Quarterback sneak to Theismann. He's going to pick up 4. Sideline right to Leonard Johnson. Incomplete on Theismann's part. 2nd and 10. "26-yard pickup, Okie Guygen." I was going to say that 21-0 lead with Guygen having tons of carries left. Guygen back in there. He's got 10 unfatigued carries left. Inside run to Campbell. Second and 9, 37 seconds left in the half. Guard makes a block, 5-yard pickup. Third and 4, 15 seconds. 2 timeouts for Ann Arbor, though. It's going to be a sack. Offense will use a timeout. 4th and 10, get a field goal out there. Here's Al Del Greco. Kick is up, kick is good. 24-0, all Ann Arbor in the first half. Here comes the kickoff. So 1st and 10, Rochester trying to turn this around. They get a tale of 2 halves, trailing 20 by 24 points. Going 3 wide. It's a 3-3-5. Off tackle draw left to Eddie Lee Ivory. 18-yard gain on a short. 18 yards on a short gain. quick end to Jerry Ellis, just the yard. Second and 9. Another draw. It's going to get just 2. The defensive end makes a play. Curl to Byron Williams. Long game, 55 yards. That's a touchdown. Byron Williams takes it to the house. Rochester says we ain't dead yet. Not going for 2. 24-7. Didn't use up that much time either. Oh, hold on. Got a call here. Hey, Angie. All right, I'm back. You saw they got the 3 and out. They drove down, got a field goal. Yeah. Coming. All right, I'll be right back. All right, back. So he needs another stop, 1st and 10. Got an 18-yard pickup on that first play. Hokey Gajan off tackle. Incomplete here, 2nd and 10. Interception. Just exactly what Rochester needed. They bring it back 13 yards. 2-man in zone on a looking pass, it looked like. Because it would have been a touchdown. There's an extra touchdown chance. I think it's on 9, though. So they drive down, get a touchdown here. It's a 7-point game. 3:18 to go in the third quarter. Off tackle right to Ellis. 50 yards! Just like that. Bang, bang. Touchdown. Rochester's making a game of this. Yeah, looks like the new kickoff lining up is affecting the league. It should be up to 32. Just the touchbacks were messed up, maybe. Four-yard pickup by Guy John. the middle of Hokey. Another 4-yard pickup. 3rd and 2. Quick out right to Brenner's going to pick up 13. White die 6 beat that linebacker 5. Inside run to Dornick. 5-yard pickup for the right guard. Inside run to Dornick. Picks up 2. 3rd and 3. Nelson and Gaijan in the backfield. Four three showing blitz. Flare left to Wade Wilson. On the quarterback's card, 8-yard pickup. Move the chains. Okay, I'll be right back. Seahawks are on. I got to hang out with my kid a little bit. Off tackle right to Gaijan. Let's see if anybody's in the round that can call the game. Nope. Anyway, I'll be back. All right, I'm back. What did I miss? Rochester's got the ball, down 7. Let me scroll back up. I had to watch the Seahawks' first opening drive offense for their second preseason game. What do we do here? We got Guy Jam. Was it a turnover on downs? Oh no, the field goal was missed. So shanked a field goal. Rochester's down 7. They got the ball. Guessed wrong. No yards, no gain. Third and 4. Don't think it's quite fourth down territory yet. 4-down territory. McMillan's in there. It goes on his card. Guessed wrong. It's got a decent chance of picking up the first down. It's got those 2 6s over there. Can run it that way. It's a bomb to Lionel Manuel. It's a long game. Oh my stars and garters. He beats a 6, beats the 5. That's been the story this whole game. Avoided a sack. It was a 35% chance of a sack. And suddenly we had a tie game. So Ann Arbor's got to wake up from their doldrums. .8:42 to go. Guess right. Eric Lane -3. Short game, guess wrong. Crossing batter to Leonard Thompson. Guessed right. 6-yard pickup on the must run. Quick into Dan Dornick for 6. It's going to be 4th and 1. Will he go for it at 6:54 to go? He's thinking about it. He's going for it. Three wide. Earl Campbell, not Hokie Gaijin. Heisman's 13 or 15 of 23, 129, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Four, 2, 5 showing blitz. We're waiting. We're waiting. What's up, puppy? What are you doing? Tackle left to Campbell. Linebacker in zone makes the play. Woodrow Lowe stuffs the stuffed zone. He's rating 5 against the White Tie 4. 6:36 to go. Now Rochester's in the catbird seat. They had some big plays that helped them out. Let's look at the. A lot of punts early. Touchdowns from Ann Arbor all came in that back into the first quarter, second quarter period. Then they punt, interception, missed field goal downs. For Rochester punt, they had an interception, punt, and then in the second half, touchdown, field goal, touchdown. One was a one play, 36-yard run, and then a big long pass at the end. Another long gain? Are you kidding me? What the heck just happened? A 55-yard pass from Jim McMahon to Randy McMillan has put Rochester up 31-24. So this has been a tale of two halves. Bomb to Leonard Thompson. Now Ann Arbor's throwing into the excellent pass defense, trying to find some magic. Hokie Guyton's got a lot of juice left. Linebacker in zone is going to be incomplete. It's a 6. What was that on? What was that on a short pass? Yeah, there you go. Short pass, long gain. Of course, you know the dice rolls ahead of time. It's a lot easier game. 3rd and 10. Long to Dan Dornick, covered by 5. Can't get the 6. White dies a 5. Defender's a 5. Time to punt. All right, I'll be back. Straight automatic time. Takes a backseat to real life football. Bye. Here today. Okay, Mac. 3:36 to go. 3rd and 6. Big play here. Tyke needs to stop. Curl to Ernest Gray. Oh, that would have been something. Interception split. That's a pick on the excellent team. But on the good D, it's just incomplete. But they do force a punt. It's a big one, 58 yards. Jeff Fisher takes it, does not have a touchdown on his card. Returns at 9 yards, though. Three minutes to go. First and 10. Four unfatigued runs to Gaijin, so you got to be able to let him loose. Off tackle to Gaijin. He wants it on his guard. Defensive tackle makes the play. It's under 5, so you can go 3-3-5. But he doesn't. Sticks with a 4-3. Theismann has a good deep pass card. We haven't really hit it today. Well, I guess not that good. 2, 4. Lots of 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Slant to Brenner. Covered by a 6. He hits a long gain on his receiver reading. And it's going 69 yards. Nice. Inside the red zone. Into the 10-yard line. This game ain't over. 2 minutes to go in regulation. Question on when you can show blitz inside the 10, not the 10 and inside. 2 minutes to go. Does he dare throw into the teeth of that excellent pass defense? Or does he try to run it in with Gaijin's short gains? Or is he worried about saving Gaijin to overtime? Maybe he runs Nelson, flat pass to Brenner. It's a quick out right to Brenner. My card, your card. Only 6. Look at almost more than half those rolls would have been in the end zone, I believe. I'm counting you right. Well, let's count them up. 6, 11, 15, 17, 18. So I guess exactly half, 18 to 36. But even if you get like the 10 or the 7, it's a much better position than 4. We've seen goal line stance from Rochester previously. 1:52 to go. Gaijin, Campbell, Wilson. Linebuck Wilson's been his call here on first down inside the 5. Let's see what he does. $152 to go. Regulation. Curl. Chadwick. Guess wrong. 4-minute zone. My card, your card. You don't want it to go on that 9 roll on the D card. He doesn't. 15 yards. Touchdown. Too much time to go for 2, so Del Greco will cut out and just try to go for 1. Oh, he's going for 2. He says, I don't care about the time. I'm putting this thing in the end zone. How can you go for 2 against excellent pass defense? With all that time left, you're just going to turn him into a 4-down situation if you make it, And if you don't make it, you're putting yourself in a bind, of course. Full house. It's good run defense. Going to just try to jam it in there. Or mix it up and throw it. But you see, even guess wrong. What is he? Less than 50% chance. 4-2-5 showing blitz. This is what he did before. Stuffs it everywhere. Calls run or pass. I really prefer a kick here, but maybe he's thinking that's such a tough defense. This is my chance. For the drama, we want this to go in. Look at that. It went from 7% to 83%. That's crazy on the percentage. That's obviously some kind of mix-up. Should be 50-50 right now. Inside to Gaishan. He's got his man. He's not going to make it. Got to go for the onside kick now. The bailout 10 roll, no matter what he does. And that is going to be recovered by Rochester with a lead. Just needs 1 or 2 first downs. What would the 10 be on the D card? That's the receiver rating. Goes full house. McMillan is the man that can run a guess right. Where's my phone? $1:30 to go. There will be no overtime. It's going to be a stop and one last chance for Ann Arbor, or Rochester will pick up a first down, and that'll be it. And run left to Ivory. It's plugged. Linebacker in the zone's going to make the play, -3 yards. Second and 13. Second and 13. Play hasn't come off. Off tackle right to Eddie Lee Ivory. There's a man there. Short gain. Game over. Had to call run there. Couldn't do it. Couldn't find the run call. Even with the run call, it's a short gain. You had the key, Eddie Lee Ivory. So there you go. The Rochester Jeffersons go back to back, win summer sprint 2 times in a row. All they have to do is take a knee, and that'll do it. That would have been crazy to get a key call there. Well, that's what I would have needed. Take a knee, and one more knee, and that'll do it. So an exciting game. What a comeback by Ann Arbor. I still would have preferred kicking it. He had lots of Gaijin left. And that's it. Congratulations. Now I can go watch the football game. Let me see if these guys are going to come on. Okay, that's it. They're dropping. Anthony comes on at least. Hey, congratulations.
Hey.
What a game. Some craziness there.
I mean, that's one of the wilder games I've been in.
Yeah, so I was in and out a little bit because the Seahawks preseason game's on. I had to jump out to go sit with my son for a couple minutes. But the comeback started with you got your drive. You got a pick. Was it a double team pick or 2-men in zone pick? What was that?
2-men in zone. 2-men in zone pick was key. I mean, look, those looking pass picks were key for both teams. He got one man in zone on his good card, deep in my territory. I got one with 2 men in zone. You know, those were key for both of us. You know, for him to establish his lead and for the comeback. I mean, it's wild.
The only thing I didn't like, the only thing I didn't like on his part was going for 2 there at the end. I wish he would have just kicked it and played for overtime because he still had some decent offensive weapons yet, and it's tough to go for 2 against good excellent.
I thought once he saw 4-2-5 blitz that he would call a timeout and kick it. That's what I thought, because you're anticipating that I'm going to have to make a choice of Hicks on the line in a 4-3 blitz, okay, with leaving 3 men in zone, or leaving them back with 4 men in zone and putting the 4 at the line buck. When you do the 4-2-5 blitz, I could do both. Okay, so
right.
So knowing that I could do both, I'd have 4-man guess, and I want to be guessed wrong against Theismann. I don't want his must runs there, right? And
right.
And I could all have 5-6-5 across the board. He has no end run guessed right, so there's no sneaky move there to go end run, which is what you often do, you know, in a desperation 4th down, right? When it doesn't matter, you don't care if you lose 8 yards, but if you got a couple +2s on there, you'll go end run. But he doesn't have that. So I could really cover off that 2-point conversion really well. And, oh, by the way, the dice, of course, cooperated because, you know, it was still a 50-50 chance.
Yeah, and I think that he had been in that situation before on 3rd and inside the 5 or 2nd and inside the 5. Well, maybe more on the 3rd downs where you showed that 4-2-5. So he was already kind of knew what he was up against. So not in that
particular situation, though. Yeah, missing the field goal was huge.
Yep.
He had a 4th and 1 choice at his 23
on his side,
and took a long time to think about it. I think he had stepped away at that point. Took a long time to think about it. Went for the field goal with his kicker. I would have done the same thing. Totally with him there. 2 through 8 and change, and he shanked it. You know. And he shanked it. My guy there is 2 through 7. I'll tell you that eight, those 5 chances are a big deal. And he still missed it.
Well, congratulations. I hate to cut this short, but
It's
twice in a
commercial.
row, you're back to back. Oh, you're watching Seahawks too? Oh, I heard my
yeah.
son just go crazy on there. What happened? Did the Seahawks throw a
I
pick or
missed it.
something?
It's a commercial now. I missed it.
Okay. So he's going crazy over there. I hear him yelling, screaming. So you got back to back summer sprint championships. This one I thought you did amazing job on the draft from front top to bottom. You coach well, and Arbor Tyke deserves a ton of credit because I thought he was the favorite going into this until I realized that you had the excellent pass defense. But then he got up 24-0, and he kind of like everything went his way, and then in the second half, everything went against him.
The dice just turned. I mean, the dice turned. I mean, he was hitting a lot of 6 flat passes. His 4s were making plays in the first half. You know, the interception was highly unlikely. The punt return, the end run for the Snake Eyes punt return, everything. It was an avalanche. I don't know that, you know, it was one of those games where you're like, oh boy, this is one of those games, as Tom used to say, right? You lose a third no matter what the dice say. You win a third no matter what the dice say, and then the third in the middle. You play it. I thought it was in that first third where I had no chance, but the dice completely turned. I hit a 6 against his 5 for a long gain. I hit another one. McMillan. So McMillan and Manuel both, I believe. McMillan had the straight long gain. I mean, those are just massive rolls. I mean, roll after roll. But you know, it was Eddie Lee Ivory was huge. Eddie Lee Ivory, he really, I think, was the difference. Going into the game, you might think Hokie is the difference, but Eddie Lee is really, I mean, he's up at Hokie's level. And he hit that short gain at the end, of course, but he hit others too, a plus 28 on the comeback. So Eddie Lee might be the sneaky MVP here, and your game is back on, so I can let you go.
Yeah, so the six against the 5s were working against you in the first half when he was rolling those runs against the defensive tackle 5, and it kept coming up 6. But then the second half, yeah, the long pass and the short pass hit against the 5. So that was fun. It was a good game to call. I'm glad we got past the technical difficulty. I'll post the video's already posted, so you go take a look and watch it.
Will do. Thanks for calling it, Dennis. Appreciate it. Enjoy the game.
All right. Take care.
And good game, Tyke. Good game to Tyke.
Yeah, congratulations. Great season for both of you guys. All right, we'll see you guys.
See ya.